Welcome back to Cold Opal. Today we're going to get to some recuts. We've got some work to do as we've done some inspections on the very thin seam of Boulder opal that we worked on, and we think that there's at least a little bit of a chance that we can expose more color on the corners of the stone. There is a possibility we could lose a little bit of our polish on the top. That's kind of why I was, asking for some feedback. Took it to Reddit and they are like, yep, you need to cut those things, I kind of figured they would say, yeah, go for it. But so we're going to go on the corners, the top left corner and the bottom right corner of this stone, and we're going to see if we can just go a little bit in just those specific areas. We're just going to try to go a little bit further down to get rid of the ironstone that is on top of the opal. This will be, a learning experience as far as that goes. It shouldn't be too much, and I don't think I'll even use the larger Black Nova. I'll probably use the smaller Black Nova and just go in just those specific areas so that we don't have to repolish the middle of the stone. That's going to be the key, because there's not much left of this, and if we have to repolish, even the repolish could take away a significant amount of color play, and we don't want that, because this stone is it's very nice, and it's a lot nicer than I had thought initially, even when I finished the stone. We've looked at it underneath a kitty microscope, nothing fancy, but we can see that this has got a lot to offer, and it's a really neat stone. Then we're going to, since we're doing that one a little bit, we needed to do a little bit more on the purple pyramid. It had an area where it looked like I rested the tool, which it could be that or it could be something else. There's just a little spot on the face that I wanted to clean up, and on the very corner, on the tip, there's a little tiny chip that looked like it came off of there. So I'm not going to even hit that with the black. I'm going to try to do that with the next Nova up and see if we can't just work that out. And the rest of it, I think I'm going to leave it just as it is. It's pretty well polished on the rest of it. So just some quick cleanups on this video today. But it'll be a learning experience just to see if we can isolate those two tiny areas on this boulder without losing the rest. We're going to lose some uniformity. This is a fairly uniform stone as it is right now. We're going to lose a little bit of uniformity going down in those areas, but I don't think we're going to be that far off from where we began. And if that bar shines through all the way through the stone from the tips, then I think the risk is worth taking, and people seem to agree on the Opal subreddit. So thank you, our Opals, for helping me out with the advice, and we're going to get started and hope to check it out in a little bit. we were able to clean up the purple pyramid, and we removed the scratch marks on the surface of the stone. It's got a nice mirror finish across the face now, and we were able to clean up the tip and got that little chip out of the tip of it. And yeah, it's looking great, and that didn't take very long. And we'll show you what we did with the thin strip of boulder now. Alright, well, we've gone ahead and done our best to excavate those two areas that were potentially hiding more. Let's get the bad out of the way first, and that is this corner here, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it here, but this corner of the stone, it has that little chip of opal on the end of it. That was kind of leading us to believe that, okay, the raised area that's right here, as you can see on the surface of the stone, was going to be able to, that was going to grind out, and then we were going to have the opal underneath there. As it turned out, that little corner on the edge there of opal is kind of all alone, and as bizarre as it is, there was no opal underneath there. And so that one we're going to, chalk up as a negative, because it now leaves a little bit of a dip in that edge of the stone that we can't really even out with the rest of it. But it's not too bad, and it's not like we went super far in there, because we could tell pretty quickly that it wasn't going to pan out. Now the other corner, and really the other end of the tip here, did do what we were thinking it would, and I'm pleased with that. It's might be hard to tell here by the angles that I'm going to be able to get here, but yeah, the tip, it didn't completely come clear like when you're seeing in the middle where there's those bright broad flashes, but it does have the same continuing foil-esque type opal underneath there. And yeah, I enjoyed doing that, and it's kind of funny, like this was the one that I had the most worry about, and I thought that this one down here, because of the chip on the end, was going to be the easiest one, but that ended up not being the case. So it's always funny to have things work out like that. This isn't too much more recessed than the main part of the stone is, and it was going to be the tip anyways, so we can live with that. But yeah, like, not bad, and I think we can call it a day on this one now, and hopefully someone will enjoy it very much. Thanks for watching.